The wind blew unnaturally cold that night in Tortuga, even under the Caribbean's suffocating heat. Jack Sparrow knew something was wrong when the sails of the nearest ship began billowing against the wind, as if obeying some unseen force. The familiar scents of salt and rotting fish had been replaced by something far more foul: ambergris and sulfur, the signature stench of deep magic. Then the whispers started, not from the shadows, nor from the drunken pirates stumbling through the streets, but from the sea itself. The black waves lapped against the docks in rhythm with a haunting, wordless chant, and the wooden planks beneath Jack's boots grew damp with something thicker than sea wire. His compass spun wildly in his hand, the needle twitching like a trapped insect, before suddenly pointing downward toward the rotting pilings below. That's when the first corpse floated to the surface, not bloated and waterlogged as drowned men should be, but perfectly preserved, its eyes wide open and glowing faintly blue. Its lips parted in a grotesque mockery of a smile, and the voice that emerged was not its own. Sparrow, you've been summoned. Behind it, the dark outline of a ghostly ship materialized from the mist, its tattered sails bearing a symbol Jack had hoped never to see again: the mark of the Locker's Keeper. The game was afoot, and the sea had just dealt its first card.
The Caribbean sun hung low like a drunken sailor as Jack Sparrow stumbled through Tortuga's filth-strewn streets. The air reeked of salt, sweat, and something far worse: the metallic tang of old magic. His boots stuck to the cobblestones with each step, though whether from rum or blood he couldn't quite recall. A shadow detached itself from the alleyway. "You look like hell, Sparrow." Jack squinted. "Barbosa, you look, well, still dead, actually." Barbosa's form shimmered in the moonlight. "There's talk of a ship that shouldn't exist, the Morning Star." That name carried weight even among pirates. Then the lanterns shuttered. Darkness consumed the docks. From the sea came the creak of ancient timbers, and a voice no living man should hear. "Sparrow, you have something that belongs to me." The ghostly ship emerged, the Morning Star, its figurehead a weeping angel. Jack backed away. Barbosa warned, "That's a soul ship, crewed by the damned." The undead sailors arrived, pulled by invisible strings, dressed in uniforms from lost eras. One wore a powdered wig, another had a hook where a hand once was. The captain stood on the deck, wrapped in pale fire, his coat stitched from human skin. "The compass, give it to me." "Bit forward, aren't we? Maybe a drink first?" "That compass unlocks the Locker's deepest vault. It was never meant for mortal hands." A haunting chant rose. The very air thickened. Jack's vision blurred. "The throne of coral and bone. A cathedral beneath the waves. Bang! A gunshot shattered the silence. Elizabeth Swan appeared from the rooftops. Coming aboard, Jack, or do you prefer to die tonight? Swan, the captain snarled. The breaker of chains, the queen of the locker's heart. Sun's coming up, Ghost. Time to return to your hole. The crew disintegrated. The ship vanished. Well, slightly less eldritch horror, slightly more rum next time. Elizabeth pulled out a map. We're going to the teeth of the ocean. Jack went pale. It's real, she said, and whatever is buried there is waking up. Suddenly, the dock shook. The compass needle spun. Tentacles rose, not seaweed. Jack muttered, "That's new." The creature burst from the harbor, part squid, part corpses. Its beak formed from sailor teeth. Jack, please tell me you don't know that thing. I think it knows me. The creature screamed, a cry of grief, and vanished. It wasn't attacking us, it was mourning. They fled through a silent Tortuga. Even the rats had vanished. Here's to bad decisions and worse company, Jack said, offering rum. To stopping the end of the world, Elizabeth replied. The boat slipped into cursed waters. Tortuga faded behind. Ahead lay the teeth of the ocean. And in the depths below, something vast and dark stirred. The game was afoot. The sea itself held its breath, waiting. The end? Maybe.